Hello everybody, I'm here to do the soulmate reading. And this is general as usual. So take only what resonates, because some of you are in a long-term relationship. Some of you are in a new relationship, or in a relationship that's starting to phase into a new direction. So you've been together for a while, so there could be new commitment coming in. So just take what resonates. If it doesn't resonate, no worries. I do private readings for soulmates, so that would be dedicated strictly and straight off for you and your partner, your new relation, your soulmate, or your kindred spirit, or your past life. Some of these cards, the way these energies are, I feel like some of you are in a past life relationship, or you could be with a kindred spirit. Not all of these, not all soulmates are soulmates. Some of you could be past life. Some of you might even be karmic. But I'm seeing a lot more with these energies because there's a star, and because there's the world and the Knight of Cups and the Fool. These cards feel like they're not karmic. There's karmic healing, but this could be for past lives. This could also be kindred spirits. I'm definitely feeling that it's like a really strong vibe. Kindred spirits are almost like twin flames, but there's no mirror. Past life soulmates, you feel like you've met this partner in other lives, and you've had relationships with each other in other lives. And that's almost like a twin flame too, because of the past life. But there's no mirror. There's only one twin flame. There's different misconceptions with twin flames. Some people say you can have more than one twin flame, but no. Your twin flame, you only have one, and only twin flames have a mirror. Soulmates do not have a mirror. Neither do kindred spirits, neither do past life soulmates. All right? But these energies feel really old to me. So it could be kindred spirit or past life. But I feel like you've had more than one life with your partner. Some of you, not all of you. Some of you are, with the way these cards feel, with the Five of Swords and the Five of Swords and Five of Pentacles, this does feel to me like you're getting rid of, you're fighting past issues. So that's why I'm feeling a lot of past life. And it's the start of a new journey, all right? So, but I also feel like the way you click is like really like no one can match you. So that's why I feel some of you are kindred spirits, some of you are past life soulmates. But, you know, some of you may just be soulmates. And there's nothing wrong with having a soulmate. All right? Past life soulmates just have like a stronger vibe to them. They just really hit it off right away. Kindred spirits are the same way. But it just has like a variation of higher energies that even past life soulmates don't have. Although past life soulmates do have a lot of generational love. But kindred spirits are as close to twin flames, but they don't have a mirror. So you feel like that energy is intense, but you can't feel them when you're not with them. You can't feel them. You can't pick their energy up. You can't imagine what they're doing. You don't vibe with a mirror with them. Only a twin flame has that energy. All right? So for some of you who may see posts that say your soulmate is your mirror, if you have a twin flame union, only your twin flame and you have that mirror. All right? So I'm definitely feeling good vibes with these cards, even though there's some hardships and some fighting going on. this Fool is showing that you both are on the right track, and you're moving up into a deeper version. There's new beginnings coming in, and it feels like there's a lot of strength. There's a lot more strength than it was the last few weeks. So I feel like a lot of those Mercury retrograde energies have started to move past. You've gotten past. So I'm feeling like a lot of you are feeling a little bit on the verge of stepping into that new power. So there's definitely a lot of shifting coming in today with these new beginnings. New relationships, I'm hearing that the more you stay on the path, the more you're going to learn new steps. You're going to learn new things about your partnership, about your relationship. There's almost like a rallying together and focusing on how to move forward and into the next start of your path. I feel some of you are still trying to situate yourself around your relationship. So these steps that you're taking, relationships and new relationships, I do feel like there's a lot of connection coming in where there's that strong strength coming back in. There's balance. So you may be connecting higher today. Energetically, the energies just feel shifted. So just follow your path. You and your partner, your new partner, are going into a new direction here. For those of you in an existed relationship, or I've been talking and feeling a lot about some of you, a very few or some of you who may be in a separation. This too shows that where you're at right now is just part of the path that you're stepping. And it feels like there's a lot more connections and a lot more working through. The resolutions are going to be coming through. There's a start of these steps, okay? So you may be in a separation, and like I said, for the week, it may feel like it's there, but you're still trying to fight through things. Well, the five of swords with the Fool, yeah, you're fighting the steps, but I do definitely feel that this journey is starting to slowly come back. The Fool is not always in a hurry. He likes to take his time. He likes to shift into place. So there is connections with things starting to come back into place, but that placement is starting. So you need to just trust the process and keep moving forward without overthinking. For those of you who are in an established relationship, this does show that the chemistry is really remarkable. There's higher connections. I feel like the communication is more open. There's a lot more love coming in, a lot more peacefulness coming in. So you're feeling it. Your energies feel really good today. Existed relationships are working towards more harmony. And I'm also drawn to the many colors of his uniform. So because he's dressed in different shades, I'm picking up from that it's just, if you look at it really closely, even his hair has different shades. I don't feel clown. I just feel like everything is moving in different steps. The processes are consistently changing. The green is definitely emotional with the heart, so there's new love coming in with that. The red shows that there's more power, more passion, and this is striped with green and black. So there's black always is a protective color. So there's some protection there with your heart. The yellow brings in more positive changes and the red and the white striped. The red is power, the white is bringing in purification, and the black and white is protection with purification. So there is a lot of moodiness. So what I'm getting from this is, you know, apart from him being a clown, I do feel like there's a lot of connections with, you know, laughter. Even the dog is having fun and his tongue hanging out. So there's a peacefulness to this energy. There's also a lot of really just being light and laughing and having fun. Because the more you have fun, the more peaceful everything is. And this isn't just for those of you in existed relationships. This could be new relationships. You have to have more fun. There's more peaceful. There's more playfulness. The more you're playful, the more fun you have, the more at ease your relationship will be, and that'll strike up conversations that are light and peaceful. And your union is needing that, to be honest, because with the energies for the union today, there's a bit of fight. But it's almost like the war is starting to be over. She's wearing a mask. And there's a lot of battles going on around her. So there's a lot of fighting. This could be emotions. This could be tension. Because, again, it's starting new again. And it's not completely at ease. It's not completely perfectly stable. So for those of you in new relationships, this shows that there's still some things that have to come together. Like I said it for the weekly reading. It feels great energetically this week, but there is still a lot of things that are coming back to normal for those of you in new relationships. So you don't want to rush, and you don't want to be like angry at each other or like say things that you'll regret. I'm also feeling with the way this woman is, that mask that she's wearing, yeah, is sadness, but the mask needs to be taken off because you need to be able to communicate, but you don't feel safe enough. And this is good. This is for those of you in separation as much as it is for new relationships. You want to step forward, and you need to work through your battles. And the battles could be communication. The battles could be just so many things that have happened the last few weeks. Yes, there's peacefulness this week. Yes, there's new beginnings and stronger vibes coming in this week. But don't forget, this Five of Swords could be you fighting the energies, because we are coming closer to the new moon, which is in Cancer, and there is a lot of heavy emotions. So you might also be fighting your emotions. You could be fighting words. You could be fighting the shifts and forcing it too much. So those of you, especially in separation, you want to step back and just let things work themselves out. For those of you in existed relationships, I'm feeling the more balanced you are and the more you're relating to one another, the more you're going to be able to find security and more happiness and more harmony. I do feel like you need to step back just a little bit with judgment. Some of you may be judging your partner, or you may be judging the way things are coming together. And this Five of Swords is fighting this fool who wants to laugh and have fun and take things lightly. But you're fighting it, so you need to step back. The union energy is fighting the energies. This is raw energy with this Five Swords, because there's just a lot of rawness. Now, not all of you are feeling sad and resentful. I feel resentful here. Not all of you are going to be that way. Some of you may be wanting to be with your partner today, because this is today's energy. Some of you in new relationships may want to see your partner, and they may be busy, or they may be in a mood. So this energy is showing itself that you need to just still laugh at the situation. It may not be funny to you, but you have to have peace before you can allow for the new to begin. But this does feel like it's dying off. This Five of Swords is coming towards the end of the fight, especially with the behind the scenes energy being the Star. The Star is bringing in the new beginnings that the Fool is working through. Again, this Fool is a slow energy. So it's not like today you're going to be really fast with the new beginnings. No. The Star with the Fool shows that things are starting to come in deeper. The Star is your guiding light, okay? So with that in mind, with the Five of Swords, with the Star, you may be feeling heavily emotional from the new moon that's coming up on Friday. Or this could just be you're just in a bad mood because you can't get yourself out of the energies. But this Star is bringing in more positive changes, more positive reflection. There's also moving forward in a journey. I'm looking at the ship that's in the sky. So there's a lot of things that are happening with this Five of Swords, but this Star is fighting the Sword. So there's going to be some changes coming in today between the Fool and the Star. You can expect to see a little bit. I'm hearing the word limited, so it might be limited potential, limited growth, but the limited steps. But they are moving forward, even though there's fight here. The Star is fighting the Swords, and there's going to be some more positive changes coming in. But you also have to realize that the more you fight with this Five of Swords, the harder it is for there to be some positive changes. So the new beginnings are coming in, but some of you are fighting it so much that it's making it hard for the new beginnings to come in. So you need to reflect and step back. And if your partner, your new partner, or your existed partner is not having it today, I'm hearing to talk it out. If they're not in the mood to talk, if they're not in a chatty mood, then you just may want to leave them alone a little bit. I feel like there might be some issues going on at work, or be something that you're dealing with together and you're trying to work things out, but you're forcing it, so there's not enough gumption to really allow for things to come together. But there is a full circle. There is harmony coming in, but with you fighting, it's going to challenge the Star. So the Star is bringing in new light. It's bringing in new positive changes, but you got to let that go. But because the Star is behind the scenes, this is showing that even though there are issues that are happening today, there is a positive change coming in. There is positive movement. There is happiness. There is a lot of love and deep connections coming back. So even if it feels heavy, because this Five of Swords is heavy, there is some positive light coming in. In the opposition, which it has to do with the Five of Swords, what I'm getting, is the Five of Pentacles. There's a lot of testing coming in, a lot of things that are still triggered, and some of it could be what's left from Mercury retrograde. However, we're in Jupiter retrograde, Saturn retrograde, we're in Neptune retrograde, we're in Pluto retrograde. So we're fully retrograded right now. So a lot of these challenges that you're going through, even though Mercury is going back to its planet, the communication may come back, but there are still some tests that are coming in that are going to be warranted for you to completely work through them in order for you and your partner to truly be the potential that you need. So what's opposing the new beginnings to come in with the fighting, what's opposing all of these energies is that there's still triggers. There's a guy with a broken leg and a woman walking around like she's battered, you know. And yeah, they're walking past a church. So to me, what I'm feeling with the fact that they're walking past a church door, there's more security there. There's more harmony that's coming in. But what's lost I'm feeling because of the new beginnings, there's still a lot of shifts coming in. But you've lost a lot of issues, a lot of karmic issues. So again, this could be a past life thing. It could also be a kindred spirit thing. But these triggers are happening because of the new beginnings that are coming in. The triggers are healing, but they're fighting the energies. The new beginnings today, the union energy is fighting the new beginnings. The path is there, but you have to really focus on letting go of the past and let things fall into place. Because there's a lot of testing coming in today, and that could be what's causing the aggravation from the Five of Swords. There's a lot of pain, and the look on this woman's face shows resentment or tired or anger or frustration. So there is frustration, there is pain. But for some of you, I'm feeling that you're working through it, and it's going to, as agonizing as it feels today, either with pain, sadness, frustration, agonizing, it's like aggravating, but these tests are going to break through and create a new dimension for healing, especially with the foundation being the High Priestess. So there's still things that are coming up. The High Priestess is unresolved insights that are coming through. There's unknowns that are coming through. But you have to listen to your heart, and you have to listen and pay attention to the messages that you're receiving through conversation. So things may feel a little bit of obstacles. There's challenges for sure, but these tests are coming in to heal the situation and bring back more positive changes. So I'm hearing some of you thinking, well, you know, this aggravation, I just feel like breaking things off, and he's not talking to me, or she's giving me a heartache, and she's this, we're fighting all the time. Yeah, you're fighting all the time because there's a war zone here between the war of emotions and the war of mental feelings and the pain that you guys are creating. But there is, this High Priestess is showing that there's going to be positive insights that come together, but you have to talk it out. The star behind the scenes with the star, I'm seeing more powerful, more positive, more happiness, more love there. But you have to take the time. And also this High Priestess is in thought mode. So thoughts that have been delayed in the past because of Mercury, there's a lot of things going on behind the scenes that the unknown is showing. But there are a lot of things that are triggered that are going to pop up between today and the next few days that will start to linger and heal the opposition, which is the Five of Pentacles, which has to do with tests and letting go of things that are lost. Now, if you're in a separation, this Five of Pentacles with the Five of Swords is you both needing to work things out and having a clear head. Right now, I don't feel a clear head because the High Priestess face, her look says it all. She's like, okay, well, I don't see anything right now. But there are things that are not meant to be seen right now. You will see the truth. The truth always has a way of showing up. And especially when you're going through tests. But you have to, with the star and the Fool, you have to have an open mind. You have to allow these steps to fully recover. There is a recovery. There is a recovery, and it's in thought mode. You have to put the steps together, and you have to communicate your feelings. With the outcome, when I asked what the outcome for today was, we have two cards that popped out. And because they're both positive and around these negative cards, the Five of Pentacles with the Five of Swords, the World shows completion, and the Knight of Cups shows that there's a peaceful offering. There's love there. So any challenges you're going through at the moment, between the World being a completion card and a positive, steady, happy, happier times coming up, harmony, completion. Everything is finally going to come back. Remember I said full circle? Well, the wheel is all about full circle. So everything that is going on with the tests and the fighting, everything is coming back to be absorbed with more happiness, more love, more peace. The Knight of Cups shows that there's a lot of deeper happiness, happier times. Actually, I think this is a Page of Cups. But I'm feeling there's new love. There's more promise of new beginnings. And the challenges are being released. There's healing time because there's new love being promised. I'm hearing that you need to not focus so much on how things are timing again. Some of you, I'm hearing a lot of panting going on and a lot of pondering and a lot of pacing back and forth because you're in a hurry to get things back to normal. But things, because of the Five of Pentacles and the Five of Swords, that's showing that it's going to take time. But there is a completion coming in as long as you don't fight it. If you fight it and you force it, it's going to take time for things to get steady again. All right? So these are the energies for today. You need to have more peace and allow for peaceful resolutions to come together because they're going to resolve themselves. But it takes time and courage to really work through the energies, all right? So just take the time today to relax. Let it flow and don't force your relationship to be where it's not meant to be yet, okay? Everything will fall into place, all right? So if you need to book your own private reading and you don't follow me on Instagram or Facebook, you can reach me at my email, which is angelswhisper1122@gmail.com. However, if you do follow me on Facebook and Instagram, you know that you can DM me to book your private reading. And I look into all avenues from energies to union energy to what your focus needs to be. And if you follow me on YouTube already, press the like button, please. I would really gratefully appreciate that. And share this with those who need this guidance, because there are a lot of people out there that need this guidance. Have a wonderful day. Namaste.